Good morning. Today I'm outside Lancaster Gate Underground Station and I'm going to be doing the Belgravia walk. Now the reason I'm starting from Lancaster Gate is that I'm going to be following the Westbourne river, which comes all the way from Hampstead and runs all the way through Belgravia. So I've just left the station, we turn to our right, cross over and into the park, into Hyde Park. We'll be passing the Italian garden, running along beside the Serpentine and heading towards Hyde Park corner. This is the Belgravia walk jog. Now as I said, I've just left Lancaster Gate Station and all we're going to do is cross over, as I said, and go straight into the park in front. We're heading along the Serpentine, heading towards Hyde Park corner, following the Westbourne river, which comes all the way from Hampstead. Okay, I've just come through the gate, I'm in Hyde Park. In front is the Italian garden. Now, if you continue on the path in front, you come to the Peter Pan statue. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to bear to my left and then right and follow around beside the Serpentine, heading towards Hyde Park corner. Okay, now that's where I've just come from. And as I said, we're just going to turn here and just continue along beside the Serpentine till we get to Hyde Park corner. Just continue straight. Henry VIII had the Westbourne partially dammed to fill their lakes here in Hyde Park, the Serpentine and all that. But anyway, we just continue straight in front till we get to Hyde Park corner. This is the Belgravia walk. On the other side of the bridge you have the Serpentine galleries, but all we do is just continue straight in front. And that's where I've just come from. Just give you a quick view of the bridge. As I said, if you cross over to the other side you come to the Serpentine gallery. Okay, there's a panoramic view of where I am. I'm still beside the Serpentine. And we just continue straight till we get to Hyde Park corner when the Belgravia walk really starts. And we just carry on beside the cafeteria. We're heading to a Hyde Park corner. Okay, the statue you're looking at is Achilles. That is a tron at the Duke of Wellington. And we're near Hyde Park corner now. So what we're going to do now is go through the arches. We're at Hyde Park corner and now we'll start the Belgravia walk properly. So we're just continuing. As I said, all we do is just go through the arches here and the Belgrave walk will start in a second. In front is Hyde Park Underground Station. And when you do leave a Hyde Park Underground Station, we cross over here by the lights, by the Sloane Square Hotel in front. And we bear to our right. So we cross over and bear to our right. This is the Belgravia walk. I'm standing outside the Lancaster Hotel. And all we do is just continue in front till we turn to our left. I'll tell you when we're going to turn to our left. So we just continue down the long Knightsbridge here. Just give you a view of where I am. Okay, when you reach this point, the first turning on the left, we take here the old barrack yard. So we're going to turn left here. Okay, I'm on old barrack yard. All we do is continue round to our left. Just continue straight in front, ignore the turning bell on my right, just continue straight. Okay, what we do, we just turn right here and just continue straight through. Just continue straight through. The Grenadier pub is supposed to be the most haunted pub in Belgravia. I've just come through the red door over there. Okay, I'll just give you a view of the pub here. And as I said, it's one of the most haunted pubs in Belgravia. We just continue round in front. Okay, when you get to this point, we'll be burned to our right when we get to the road in front. Now, I'm on Wilton Crescent. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut through there. I'm going to go to number 2 Wilton Crescent, and that's where Lord Mountbatten lived. He was the last Viceroy of India, so we'll just cross over there and head towards number 2 Wilton Crescent. Okay, now that's where I've just come from. And in front you've got Wilton Gardens, or Wilton, they're all private. Only residents can go into the gardens. Okay, this is Wilton Crescent. I'll just give you a little view. And so we've gone over to number 2 Wilton Crescent, where Lord Mountbatten lived. Now this plaque was unveiled by Prince Charles in 2000. Now in front, you've got Belgrave Square. We'll be coming back to that shortly. Okay, from Mountbatten's home, we're just going to continue straight up Wilton Crescent here. Okay, when you get to this point, we're going to bear to our left into Wilton Place. So we'll just continue straight up. So this is at number 17 Wilton Place. Magnificent big. Now opposite number 17 you got St Paul's Knightsbridge. Now what we're going to do is continue up here and we're going to take the first left. Okay, when you reach this point we're going to turn left into KINNERTON Street. At the end we bear to our left and walk along KINNERTON Street. Okay, in front you've got the Wilton Arms Public House. Now the name Wilton comes from Eleanor Egerton, who married Robert Grosvenor, and her father was the first Earl of Wilton. So that's how Wilton is very well popular around here. Anyway, we just continue straight down here. Okay, I'm still on KINNERTON Street, and believe it or not, we've got a village store here. We just continue straight in front. I'm still on KINNERTON Street, and at the back of all these houses are mewses where they used to keep the horses, etc. And the river Westbourne would run all the way along behind the mews, all the way up to Sloane Square. Anyway, we just continue in front. Okay, when you get to the top, we're going to bear to our right along MOTCOMB Street and then take the first left. So right then left. Okay, and that's where I've just come from, and as I said, we're going to be turning the corner here and then we'll be taking the first left. This place used to be a warehouse, and that was shops, etc. Okay, and facing it, believe it or not, Waitrose. We just continue straight and we're going to be burned to our left shortly. Okay, when we reach this point in MOTCOMB Street, as I said, we're going to bear to our left. Right across the road is Hall Private Bank. And as I said, we're going to turn left here and we're heading into Belgrave Square. Just continue straight. Okay, welcome to Belgrave Square. Built by Thomas Cubitt. I'm not too sure of the architect, I'll find his name shortly. Now, Belgrave gets its name from a little village outside Eaton Hall where the Grosvenors' ancestral home is. How did they get hold of all this land? Well, through marriage. Thomas Grosvenor, back in 1677, married Mary Davis. Now he was 21, she was 12. And she owned 1,000 acres of marshland, Mayfair, Park Lane and Belgravia. Anyway, they've done pretty well for themselves. Anyway, we're just going to continue straight round in a... Now I'll be going round the square in an anti-clockwise direction, so we'll just continue all the way round. The square was designed by George Belgravia. I hope that's how you pronounce it, but then we just continue straight round. Now in front you got a statue of Sir Robert Grosvenor. Now here's the man who started all the building work here, and he made Eleanor Edgerton, where we get all the WILTON CRESCENT from. Now Robert's got his foot on a milestone, 197 miles to Cheshire. That is where the Grosvenors' ancestral estate is. Now the wheat sheaf in front is the coat of arms of the Grosvenors. Though in fact they had a big dispute with the Scropes family over the coats of arms back in Richard II's time. Now that's the same period as Dick Whittington. Anyway, they lost that one and had to settle for their wheat sheaf. Okay, all we do is just continue round Belgrave Square. Now, Belgrave Square is home to quite a few embassies, quite a few, but we just continue round. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a slight detour. I'm going up beside Chapel Street, where Brian Epstein used to live, and where the Beatles launched most of their albums and press conferences, especially right here at number 24, Chapel Street is where Brian Epstein lived. He was the manager of the Beatles, of course, and it was from here that they launched many of their press conferences, especially for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club. Now in front, that's Belgrave Square where I've just come from. Now we're going to go back there and just continue around the square. Simon Bolivar, the man who liberated quite a bit of South America from the Spaniards. Now besides Simon Bolivar, now Queen Victoria rented a house out here for her mother, Maria Victoria. Okay. So I'm just going to continue round. Okay, in front is a statue of Christopher Columbus celebrating 500 years. It's a recent addition to the square. Now over there is the Norwegian embassy, and what we're going to do is going to cross over and just continue straight down, leaving Belgrave Square. Just give you a view of where I am. So what we're just going to do is cross over and just continue down. And beside the statue of Sir Christopher Columbus. Now the relief you see on the side of the Norwegian embassy come from Stepney, where the original embassy was when they shared it with Sweden. Now the relief is made out of Cody stone, which is an artificial stone. Normally you find them outside houses round the doors. Okay, what we're going to do now, we'll go along Belgrave Place here, cross over and bear to our right, the first right. Okay, when you get to this point, we're going to turn right into Eaton Place, and over in front is 36 Eaton Place, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. On the 22nd of June 1922, Henry Shue Wilson was assassinated by the IRA on the steps here. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're just going to continue along here, and then we're going to bear down to our left in a second. No, it's along Eaton Place here that the fictional family, the Bellarmys, upstairs and downstairs, lived. And they've done the exterior shots at number 65. Anyway, we just continue along, we're going to be turning to our left. Okay, when you reach this point, we're going to be turning left into Eaton Mews North, and then right, so left then right. Just continue down, and then we bear to our right. And this is typical of the mewses all around Belgravia. Mewses were originally for their horses and carriages. We just continue straight. Okay, when we go through the arch, all we do is bear to our left. Okay, I'm on Lisle Street, and in front is Eaton Square. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cross over a little detour, and we're going to go to where Peabody died. George Peabody, the man who donated £500,000 to build houses for the poor. So we just cross over here, turn to my right. This is Eaton Square. George Peabody was a great philanthropist and provided houses for the poor. Anyway, we just continue along, back along Eaton Square in front. Okay, I'm back on Lisle Street, and we just continue straight in front. I'm on Elizabeth Street here. Now over there On your way, Eaton Square is the home of Vivien Leigh, Gone with the Wind actress. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn round here to my left. I'd say we turn left here along Eaton Square and just continue straight in front. Just continue straight. Just continue straight. Just continue straight, crossing over Eccleston Street. Just continue straight. Okay, at the end of Eaton Square, you come to Lower Belgrave Street. Now the church in front is St. Peter's. And the street in front is Lower Belgrave Street, and over there is a plaque to Boothby. Anyway, we'll be turning the corner here on my right, turning right into Lower Belgrave. Now this fellow's a bit of a colourful character who's mixed with the Craze and God knows who else. As I said, we'll be turning to our right and just continue down here, and we'll be coming to the Lord Lucan house. Now I was here at number 46 Lower Belgrave Street, but Lord Lucan supposedly murdered his nanny, Sandra Rivet. Now his wife, Veronica, fled the house on November 74 and ran all the way down to the nearest pub, which is the Plumber's Arm, and asked for help. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're just going to continue. I'm going to bear to our right into Chester Square, the next turning on our right. Now this is the pub where Lady Lucan entered asking for help. Anyway, what we're going to do, as I said, we're going to turn off into Chester Square, which is in front there. So we'll just head back up and turn into Chester. In front is 73 Chester Square, where Margaret Thatcher lived until she moved to the Ritz Hotel as guest of the Barclays brothers. She's buried at by Chelsea Royal Hospital. And in front is number 24 Chester Square, where Mary Shelley lived, and she's the one who done the Frankenstein. Now I'm crisscrossing Chester Square because there's so many blue plaques here, so you'll have to do the same. Anyway, we just continue straight in front. Right, number 38 lived Guy Burgess, the spy. Alright, I'm beside St. Michael's, and what we're going to do, we're going to turn the corner to Elizabeth Street, cross over and continue straight. Now in front is Chester Road, so as I said, we're going to turn to our left here. Okay, now that's where I've just come from, Chester Square, by the church, St. Michael's. And as I said, we're just going to cross over here Elizabeth Street and straight in front. Just give you a panoramic view of where I am. So we just continue straight in. Now the building in front used to be the old police station, and further along was the home of Noel Coward. Now in front is the home, or was the home of Noel Coward from 1930 to 56. Okay, at the end of Gerald Street, all we do is turn to our right and then left along Chester Row. So left and then right. Sorry, right and then left. Okay, on the corner of Chester Row you got the Duke of Wellington. Originally it was a reading room for the servants and people who worked for the lords and gentry. Anyway, from here we're going to turn to our left into Eaton. Okay, what we do, we just carry on straight, and then we're going to be turning right by Ebury Street, which is in front, so we just continue straight. Okay, when you get to this point on Eaton Terrace, we'll be heading into Ebury Street and we'll be turning right. Now I'm on Ebury Street. Now the flats in front are called Cundy flats, named after Thomas Cundy, who helped, or William Cundy, who helped Thomas Cubic to build Belgravia. Anyway, we just continue straight in front, we're heading towards Orange Square. Okay, most start stayed here at 180 Ebury Street for a few weeks. Anyway, we just continue straight on to Orange Square. Okay, 182 Ebury Street. Other famous people living on Ebury Street was Fleming at 22B. he bought the flat from Oswald Mosley, who was having an illicit affair. But anyway, in front is Orange Square. Now I'm on Orange Square, and here is a statue of the young Mozart himself. Now, as it's Easter Friday, around here there used to be the Chelsea Bun House, and it was famous for its currant bombs. In fact, George III and George II were particularly keen on the buns. Anyway, this is Pimlico Road in front, and it's the main route to what was Ranelagh Pleasure Garden. Okay, I'm standing beside Mozart's statue, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to be burned to my right. Every Saturday there is a farmer's market here at Orange Square, and as I said, I'll be heading straight in front. Now here is Bourne Street, named after the Westbourne. The River Bourne flows all the way down past Sloane Square, straight through to Chelsea Bridge, and that's where it discharges, all the way from here. Okay, now that's where I've just come from, Orange Square. I'm on Pimlico Road now, passing some of the fashionable shops. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be taking the next way. I'm going back up into Bourne Street, heading up to Sloane Square, where the Belgravia walk is. Okay, all we're going to do, as I said, we turn right here into Passmore Street, back onto Bourne Street, and then up to Sloane Square, where the walk. Okay, when you get to the Fox and Hounds public house here, all we do is bear to our right, and then left all the way up. Okay, well here we are, we're back on Bourne Street. As I said, we just turn to our left here and just continue all the way up till we get to Sloane Square. Okay, in front you have St Mary's Catholic Church on Bourne Street. Okay, when you reach the top of Bourne Street, you bear to your left and we'll be at Sloane Square. Okay, I've just turned left and in front is Sloane Square. Just carry on straight. But here I am, Sloane Square. This is the end of the Belgravia walk. I started at Lancaster Gate, roughly following the Westbourne. Now the Westbourne River flows underneath here, goes down Bourne Street, along Pimlico Road, by the Royal Hospital and up by Chelsea Bridge. Now I'm just giving you a view of where I am, and in front you got the underground station. This is where the joke ends, and a happy Easter. There's everyone, Sloane Square here. Now if you continue in front beside Peter Jones, you come to the King's Road. In front you can see where the River Westbourne flows through that pipe crossing the tracks.